I thought it was about time I gave you a bit of help with this users and Steam data project. So let's see how we go here. It's going to be a bit ad hoc. Here's where I'm up to. I've got my Steam data application, which runs as you'd expect, does the full CRUD thing. So that's currently running on my local computer. You could be running on the school 10.0.0.17. Whatever, as long as it runs, and this is the one that I uploaded to Google Classroom a couple of weeks ago. So the other preparation that I've made, apart from having this that runs, is in the database. I've got two tables. Not only have I got Steam Data 2, but I've also made my table users. So it doesn't matter which way around you do this. You can have your users application and add the Steam Data stuff to it, or vice versa. So I'm choosing to start with Steam Data and add the users side of things. Now, one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start here by talking about this users table. So if I alter that table, now one of the hilarious things about MySQL Workbench is it hides things on smaller screens. You may get into this situation, you can't see the fields that you need to alter, but if you move this down, ta-da, there's all the fields in the database. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another field here called access level, which is going to be a numeric field, int, and I'm going to say the default level is going to be 1, say, and we're going to make that one a not null. So, but if when you add to the database, insert a new register as a user, your default level will be 1. And then this access level variable will be the one that goes 1, 2, or 3, depending on what kind of user you are, if you're an administrator or a mature user or whatever. So that's done straight away. Now, let's go to, I had a folder, but what I had is my folder of that user application, the one I did as a sequence of videos during lockdown. And I've just gone in and right-click on app.py, which you can see right here. And I have just opened that in Notepad because I didn't want to have it open in Visual Studio. I've already got an app.py open. To have two app.pys open would be confusing. So the task really, and always has been, is to transfer what is needed from here into the into here. So I'm going to start at the top, and one of the things I'm aware of is this one uses sessions. So I'm going to need that. Let's open them side by side, shall we? So where's Visual Studio? So that's not there yet. Now it is. I think I also need to import that. And because we're using sessions, scroll down, 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 I need that, isn't it? Control C. So that's just nuts and bolts of having the correct imports in place so that you can do sessions and passwords. Then I can add things like the registration function. So I've got /register here. Now that does not clash with any of the routes I've got over here. I don't have a /register already, so I can just slap it right here at the bottom. I should do a /login. That's easy enough to do. Grab that and put that under here. Being very careful to get my indentation fully correct. I checked when I pasted this in the register that it got the indentation correct, and here as well. And what else do I need to modify these at all? I've got a feeling I don't. So we're inserting these values, and of course when you register, you automatically want to be the lowest level of user 1. So we don't put that in here, and then it will just default it to 1 no matter what. And what I guess we'd do eventually is we'd create some kind of admin page where you could view the list of users, and update their level of access. To be honest, in the short term, we're just going to do that right here. We would just add in their level here, which reminds me, I have not clicked apply here, have I? Might as well do that, even if I don't use it. Let's just run this query again. Yeah, so it's defaulted all of these to 1, but I would be able to go in and change Forest Bogs to access level 2, and Beatrice Biggs is going to be access level 3. So that's an admin, and that's a mature user. Apply that as well. Done. Cool. So we now, when we log in, we actually need to do that as well. So we've done this session logged in equals true if they have successfully logged in. We should probably instead actually, or as well, either, you can have both, we can have one, is give them a level. So we could say session, let's call it admin level, session admin level equals, and then we should go and grab the actual value that it gives here. So when we do select username password from TBL users, maybe we should also select, what was it, user level? Admin level? I can't remember. It was access level. And we can say equals, and what did we get it this as? Is user access level. So what we've achieved here is we can register our users, we can log in as those users. We haven't done the templates yet, have we? But I can just go and grab those templates from that same folder that I grabbed this application from anyway. And so we now know what level we're at. So in any of the other places, so for example, if I had an admin page, let's grab an admin page here. I could, instead of saying if logged in session, I could say if, I can't just say it, what I want to say is if session, I've caused myself confusion now by calling it two different things, haven't I? I've called it access level, and I've called it, what did I call it? I've called it access level, and I also called it user level. No, I've just called it here. Let's call it here access level. That's what I was hunting for. So it's called access level anyway, everywhere now. So that's going to be a lot less confusing. Where was I? Yeah, I'm going to say if session access level equals 3, so that's the admin level, then we would allow permission to the admin page. But unfortunately, I think if you try and do this and this variable does not exist, has not been created, so for example, if they tried to go to the admin page and they hadn't got any access level, they weren't logged in at all, then I think you'd get an error. I'm not sure, I should check this, but for the moment, we can just say if access level in session. So we're firstly checking if it's there, and then we say if it's 3, return render template HTML, and actually I'll just get rid of this. No matter what else, we'll just return that redirect. What line of indentation I am? So we've got if, then we get to render the admin HTML. Otherwise, we just do a redirect. Feels good. So the last thing I've got time for in this video is viewing the actual all the games. So we've got here select star from Steam Data 2. I've talked about the PEGI level, haven't I? So we should, in fact, be able to put something in here. So select star from Steam Data 2 where, let's have a look here, 1000. So what is it? The PEGI. So by default, it's that dash. But if it isn't that dash, then it could be anything else, and that's just not going to be okay. So where PEGI is not equal to, where PEGI, this we'll just go with equals dash only. Notice I've used the single quotation marks here because I'm already inside double quotation marks here. So what we could do is we could do this as an if statement. So we could say if session access level equals 1, yeah, that's good. We could say do that, else we could say SQL equals just what we had before, that. So that would actually fully and correctly do exactly what I'm saying. So if you're just a normal user, you have only that level of PEGI, so no violence, blood or gore or anything. But if you're a level 2 or level 3, then you'd get the full level. Might be better with an elif here and just say elif session access level equals 2 or session access level equals 3, something like that. Anyway, I'm not doing this now. As you can see, I haven't run this. I'm not checking that it works. I figure that's kind of over to you. And that's, the shape of everything that needs to be done. Obviously, you need to put the templates in. Other pages need different access levels, blah, 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 all that kind of thing. But if you understand what I've talked about here and you are able to reproduce a decent amount of it, then you have successfully completed what I really need you to be able to complete.